you're cracking it open so we can crack on with it.
I mean, well,
It's going to be a short episode, right?
Right,
we got everyone now.
Nothing. Well, there's things to talk about. There's not a lot of things. When I do my regular research, normally I have a big old list of stuff.
That's like
right?
20 minutes.
Now, there's a couple of big things.
Big things.
But, like, just heaps of crap.
Well, sure.
Like regular faff.
There's one
regular faff.
There's one big bit that I think we'll probably sink our
What's
teeth
the
into.
big bit, though? Because I think there's one...
We can only be speaking about one thing when we say a big bit of news. Like a
Alright, we'll say
massive bit of news.
3, 2, 1... Cardi
Lizzo.
B.
Me?
I intentionally knew you were going to
knew.
say Lizzo because that is the biggest one, but I
Yeah.
feel like the second biggest one is Cardi B.
Yeah, well, we're going to be talking about Lizzo. Cardi B, I guess. I actually don't know Cardi B.
You actually don't know the Cardi B one?
No.
Oh, it was that was the one that because I guess I just didn't check Twitter or X. I'm going to come in hot. I'm going to come in hot straight away, right? I don't care about the name, right? Call it whatever you want. I don't care. As long as it does the same thing, right? Which arguably it doesn't, because unless you're verified now, you can't look at as many posts. I think it's still quite a lot of posts, right? But my complaint is I can't ever bloody find it on my phone now because my brain is looking for the Twitter logo, but now it's just the black X.
It looks like a place where, like a naughty husband. It looks like an app for a naughty husband.
It does look like a dating site, some sort of sleazy dating site.
Yeah, behind the missus.
Like Grindr.
You put in your missus' email address and it's like, we'll make sure her account never sees your profile.
Yeah. We've got honey, I've seen a thing on the bills. What is X?
So don't worry
What's
about it.
X.com?
Yeah, it's just pointless. I don't know what he's doing. Sometimes I'm like, people like to hate him. Like, and it's always tough. If there's someone that people like to hate, I'm always like, I don't know why we need to hate him. But that one, I'm like, that's dumb.
Well, I think it's just because it's his brand, isn't it? X, SpaceX, Tesla,
Tesla.
Tesla.
Yeah, and then he's got XPow was his old company. No, I don't know. PayPal. It's not. Yeah, good for him. I'm sure it's.
What's his
His X.
mind control thing?
Neuralink.
X.
Neuralink. Isn't it his son or daughter? I don't know.
Oh, his son starts with an X.
X Archangel 12.
Something I don't know.
I think that's
Isn't it named after a
Ash?
helicopter or something? It's like an attack helicopter.
And it's a jet.
Oh, close.
It's his favourite jet.
Close.
Who knew Elon Musk had
That
autism?
is cool.
Who would have guessed?
I feel like all of those sort of people, they're like the geniuses. They're all on the spectrum, isn't it?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And some of them are like space geniuses.
Yeah.
And then you've got Chris Martin from Coldplay who's like, oh, what a beautiful, lovely boy. What do you want to call it? And he's like, Apple. Anyway, roll the intro.
Yeah, roll the clips.
Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Should we break the fourth wall, fifth wall, the wall?
What, the fact that it is not a Saturday
It's not our
at
normal
like
routine.
8 or 9 o'clock in the morning?
No, and instead it's a Friday and it's 9 p.m. and we've just done a 2-hour rehearsal for our band. So the energy may not be there, but
It's
we just
different.
listened to Valley Floyd Road, to the Charlton
Pump this up a little
Athletic
bit.
chant, and now I'm buzzing.
I'm going to the game tomorrow.
I'm so jealous.
You're not?
No, I'm going shopping for wedding prep.
I might actually not go and come with you.
It's going to be
right?
good. It's going to. I need to try a shirt on. I couldn't even say it. I was so excited. You got your suit for my wedding?
I've got a suit.
You've got a suit.
I've actually got 2 suits that I can't fit in. And then I've got one big suit that I actually might be too small for now.
It's huge. You look like is it Kevin Smith?
Who always look like hockey jerseys.
Yeah, big hockey jerseys.
Yeah.
So big news.
Big news.
Well, I want to talk about. There's 2 things I have to bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was just to pay a little bit of respect
Mm-hmm.
to Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah.
Passed away, and I think she's just a really interesting person because she became like the villain of the music industry for a while, and there's a lot of people that have come out to be like, you know what, there's loads of people that are supporting her now because she's passed away that didn't at any point when she was alive.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of shade being thrown about, but basically, if people don't know, she went on Saturday Night Live. She hosted Saturday Night Live, and live on TV tore up a picture of the Catholic Pope and did like a political piece, basically calling out the Catholic Church, which...
I mean, we're not going to talk about it on YouTube.
We can't say why they would call out the Catholic Church, but what I'm saying is, I have a son, and when he's naughty, I put him in timeout. Sometimes you've got to call out bad behaviour. And I'm saying that the Catholic Church maybe
they're in timeout. That is in timeout. Maybe a couple of centuries.
But, like all things, if you call out a massive organised religion that has loads of power, she kind of got pushed to the back. Throughout her whole career after that, she said that it was a liberating moment for her because she could be like, whatever I support and believe in, I can then do. So she became a free person. And then there's a lot of stuff you can read about her, going against the music industry norms. She was under a lot of pressure apparently from her record label not to have a kid when she was at the peak of her career. So then she had a kid, and she was a really cool person, because even if you disagree with her, like, I probably wouldn't see eye to eye on every belief she really strongly had, but to have the conviction to go through it and to turn your back on the music industry a little bit and be like, look, if it impacts my career, fine, but I believe in this. She missed opportunity. She didn't go on talk shows because of the host or whatever it might be. So a really cool person. Obviously, like, passed away young. She 56 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Not old. So I just wanted to give some credit there. Music podcast. It was, I think, a big one, even though musically she's not this juggernaut.
She's one of those people that I feel like people, when you say her name, they might not necessarily off the top of their head know any music, but then
for sure,
there's so many songs, that are huge songs that everyone knows.
Don't test me there.
like Nothing Compares to You is the biggest one that I can think of off the top of my head.
Cover.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is it. Yeah. But that was one of her big songs that everyone knows. But moving on to a real role model.
Oh God.
We're going to talk about Lizzo. Lizzo's going to make an appearance.
The only good news.
The bad thing about this is no one saw last week's episode, right? Because it's in YouTube prison.
Yeah.
For shocking.
We spoke about shocking
material. Yeah. I don't even know what they're talking about. So we got to be careful about how we touch this subject, because there's...
she needs to be careful how she touches subjects.
But yeah. So Lizzo's obviously hot in the press at the moment.
Do we need to round up what's happened? Because there's lots of people here. Not everyone loves Lizzo as much as we do. So she's...
we love
There's
Lizzo.
a lawsuit that's been raised.
Great for thumbnails, isn't it?
Oh, well, that's the only good point of this, is I already have the assets to put on the thumbnail, so real good. So the news is that a lawsuit has been
filed.
That's the word. That is the word. Lawsuit's been filed by backing dancers of Lizzo for harassment of a certain
naughty nature.
Yeah, and also for fat shaming. And apparently she makes tons of derogatory comments to her backing dancers,
which is ironic,
because she's like everyone's like, she's the queen and she's the champion of body positivity.
I think if you're getting fat shamed by Lizzo, you've got some problems.
No, because I've seen this before. I've seen it because I've been called fat once before by someone, and I'm like, really? Because she's insecure. That's what's happened there. She has her insecurities, so she's attacking people that are also her subordinates as well. Like, if you're on tour and you have backing dancers, there should be some, like, respect for people helping you. Instead, apparently, she was bullying them. She was, shaming them, fat shaming them. And it's funny because from us, we've made enough jokes about Lizzo. Luckily she's thick-skinned about it. We throw. I tried to say throw and I said frog. We throw jokes at her, they bounce right back. So she's fine. But realistically, there's irony behind the fact that she is like, be positive in your body, and I'm the beauty standard, and then she's fat shaming people that are dancing for her.
Well, I was going to break up because one of the claims, right, is what they said, the dancers that have filed the report. Apparently, allegedly, we're to say allegedly, this is from Billboard.com, so this isn't our words. This is like, whatever. But apparently, Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers, special parts, because this is what apparently they went to a certain kind of performance that you can normally get in like lads holidays and like Magaluf.
Okay. I can't remember. There's a name I always see on TikTok of like, is it like Sticky Betty or something like that?
It's Sticky Vicky.
Sticky Vicky. That one.
I've not seen.
They
her.
went to that.
I've not seen her.
They went to Benidorm.
Right. So So touching the new performers, catching the AIDS that are fired out of their nether regions, and eating bananas.
Alleged AIDS.
And eating bananas produced from the performers. Like bits down there, and I'm like, in fairness, that sounds like a great night.
Look.
That sounds like a hell of a night, Pete.
If your mates like,
woo!
If your mates like Sticky Vicky shooting bananas, should we go? That's one thing. But if your boss is taking it, it's a bit awkward.
Yeah.
No.
But some wild allegations.
I also,
yeah.
And then someone else's, and then obviously everyone's reporting on it, and then I can't remember what show, so I'm not gonna say what show, but either I think it's a TV show, has come out to say when Lizzo was on their show, Lizzo was incredibly handsy and inappropriate with all of the crew and all of the people on the show. So I don't know, the tide's turning. Our whole point with Lizzo has always been, right, whatever, she can go up and put a performance on, play the flute, wear heels somehow, great, good for her. You're not the beauty standard, right? You're massively overweight. You're a French fry away from death. So let's not have people looking up to you and being like you. And she knows that because she's giving people shit for being big.
And then at the very least, if not all of these allegations are true, then there's definitely some form of toxicity in her camp. Do you know what I mean?
Something's wrong there.
Yeah, that...
We saw it with Ellen.
I feel like, especially when you've got like, I believe the backing singers are female.
That's my impression. That's
from what I can see
from me,
right? Yeah. So it seems unusual, and even if it was the other way around, you don't get a lot of these sort of allegations going that way. Do you know what I mean? So
what do you mean? As in like the singer to the?
I mean, as in male performers to a female singer.
Oh, sure.
Like,
which is
because the power dynamic is that way. Like she's on the top, and the backing singers are obviously there is a power dynamic there.
Can I make a speculation here as well? Completely baseless, but my gut feeling is that if Lizzo had, in a scenario, Lizzo could have female dancers and male dancers, right? I'm going to speculate that Lizzo, if she has female dancers, they would all be big. They'd all be big ladies. She wouldn't have big men. I bet.
That is
tell 100%
you now.
Find me a video of Lizzo dancing with a chubby boy.
No, you're 100%.
They'll be muscular. They'll be in a leather thong.
This is people don't talk about this. The absolute hypocrisy in these beauty standards is mental, because it is true.
Yeah.
Because we live in a world now where like big is beautiful, but yeah, I've never seen a overweight male model.
No.
Like, it's certainly not in the mainstream anyway, at least.
It's not like every single cover and every model cover is like a fat, if you pick up, is it Sports Illustrated? They're all chunky broads now. That's just what they do. But it's not chunky men. No one wants to see a chunky man because they go, you're not fit, take care of yourself.
Ew.
But Lizzo, queen, slay. But yeah, so Lizzo may be in trouble. Who knows? She'll probably get away with it because she'll just pay them off.
I'd be highly surprised if anything happens. I mean, we have to say it's all alleged anyway. So they're all allegations.
You mentioned Cardi B. Is that the next? Do we segue into Cardi B?
We can segue into Cardi B.
I think I saw what this is actually.
Well, so this is the thing. It's not because usually the music news that I source, right, and stumble across, I have to search for it. Do you know what I mean? I have to go through specific channels.
Yeah.
Right. It sounds like I'm a spy. I just mean like specific Twitter accounts. But this, like, it's unusual where something so big that it just, like, I was on Twitter last week or like early this week, and it was just everywhere. So I don't know if you've seen the video. I should have sent it into the thing so you can see it.
Are we talking about the microphone?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure everyone's probably seen it. But basically, Cardi B is doing her stuff, which, performing live, singing live. And someone in the audience, she kind of comes over to the front of the audience, and someone like not throws the beer at her, but like
they splash a bit.
Yeah, they do empty the beer over her, but
So is this it?
Yeah. So you don't actually see all
Cardi
of it.
B's recent trip.
There. Oh, this is some stupid.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh, what are you doing to us?
And then it's just her walking.
Some stupid.
It shows the moment, but they've also cut out the drink.
Yeah. But I mean, so basically,
Cardi B.
someone just launches the drink at Cardi B as she walks over, and then Cardi B's reaction, as you saw there, is she launched her microphone at it. But I don't even think that's the same one. I think that's a different clip, 100%. Because, and I'll tell you for why, because she was singing live.
Oh.
When she launched her microphone at the guy, there was no change in the performance. It just carried on. So she was not singing live at all. But so basically he's chucked the drink at her, and then she launches the microphone at him. Right now, straight away, there's a lot of stuff to talk about there, because one, we've mentioned it over the last few episodes, because there's a trend at the moment with people launching stuff on stage.
Yeah, like don't do it.
Don't do that. You're an arsehole.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Right. This one, like, I've seen people being like, well, it's not like he threw anything on stage, and it's like, well, yeah, he threw his drink on there. He didn't like launch the cup, I don't think, but he threw the drink at Cardi B. Right. That's not on. That is assault. Like, he has actually, by the destiny of the law, just assaulted her, right? Because you can't just walk up to people and throw drinks in their face, right?
True.
However, the reaction of then launching your microphone in someone's face, right, is not it at all. And there's like, for one, it's the sort of like, okay, he's like assaulted you, but then you've doubled down and you've assaulted him like even more. You've now, because he's assaulted you, but it hasn't caused you any like actual bodily harm. You've launched a microphone at someone, right? And these microphones are heavy.
Yeah,
they're heavy, juicy microphones. It's not like they're going to bounce off. If you throw a microphone at someone, it's going to hurt. It's going to cause some trouble. And what you've done is potentially cause bodily harm.
Yeah, that could fracture someone's skull easily.
100%. Right? So there's a massive difference between the drink and then the reaction. Right? So one, from a professional sort of point of view, what are you doing? Right? It's unacceptable that he's thrown his drink on stage, 100%. But you launching your microphone back I don't think I've seen anything as unprofessional as that.
Yeah.
I've never ever seen an artist launch something into the crowd like that.
There's also, and you're making a really good point of someone's wronged you, you've wronged them worse. You've wronged them back, times it by 2. But there's another point here of you're throwing a microphone into a crowd. You might not even hit the person who got you with the drink. Yeah. You may just be about to hit a woman who's come to listen to your music. Cardi B's a fucking joke. Anyway.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how
she wasn't. Well, she doesn't perform. That's the thing. Like I said, in the clip I saw, she launches her microphone mid singing. That's why I think that's the different clip. Maybe it's happened again or something. I don't know.
This is while performing at Dre's nightclub as well. Like,
no, this was a proper.
It's not exactly.
This was a proper gig. Is it? No, this was like a proper gig.
Oh, this is in Las Vegas. I think this is the one.
No. I don't know why I said it like that.
No. I'll get up and just
but
no, this is it.
So that sounded like it.
Yeah, but it's not the same clip.
No, that's just it. So she's done it again. Or is it? No, that is it. Okay, yeah, that is the clip. But that other one was different because she was facing the other way and then came back. So she must have done it twice.
Yeah.
This is the one that's just happened, and I know because
you'll notice the same dress.
You'll notice she doesn't stop singing.
Yeah. No, I heard that. Which is cool. So yeah, she's awesome though because of all of the drugging men and
she's done
having intercourse with them and then robbing them.
Yeah. But also she throws like a little toddler.
Yeah.
My friend, play the clip.
You want to see it again?
No, she throws like a little.
She
throws like a 4-year-old.
Let's go half speed.
How about get some backbone? Get a better throw. Like, what is this? Look at it. pathetic. Pathetic.
That is how Max, my son, throws.
It's like a 4-year-old having a tantrum.
It is a
right?
4-year-old having a
but
tantrum.
So forget about the professionalism, right? But also from a legal standpoint, right? It's come out. I've done the research because this happened like I don't know
2 days.
No, I think a few days ago.
Okay.
But so as far as I can tell, she's facing no criminal charges.
Yeah, it has been dropped today.
Yeah, that is outrageous. It's outrageous. But also, what precedent does that set now?
Yeah.
But you're now saying, right, that if Cardi B can launch a microphone into the crowd, then the crowd can launch anything onto stage.
Well, yeah.
Because why didn't they
pick up the microphone and throw it back at her?
Well, that's the thing, right?
It's not battery, apparently.
That's the thing. Like, I don't get it. But the thing is, as well, I want to be very clear. Both of them should be facing criminal charges. The guy who threw the drink at her should be facing criminal charges, and she should be facing criminal charges for assault, right? And they're both idiots. They're both children.
Yeah.
Right? They're both in the wrong. But for her, a professional, right? How long has she been knocking around?
I don't know.
Like 10 years, maybe? I don't know. Right? She's
Maybe,
a professional.
actually, yeah.
She's supposed to be at the very top standard of artists. I don't mean
No,
vocally and singing, but I mean as a professional entertainer.
Yeah,
right?
she's big.
She's
She's a big
supposed to
name.
be setting the bar, right?
Yeah.
That is disgusting. She's pathetic. What an absolute loser.
Yeah, but
what a loser.
But the problem is, she keeps getting booked. Travis Scott keeps getting booked. Like all of these people that are absolute degenerates keep getting booked to gigs.
These are role models for our children.
Yeah.
Like, it is a joke. So yeah, I thought I'd mention that because Cardi B's just an absolute scumbag, and she needs to work on a throw because she throws like a little baby.
Baby.
Get a better throw.
Yep.
Anything else? Any other points on that?
Not on that. I mean, yeah, I'm done with her. I mean, but everyone's done with her. Look at that gig she's playing.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. And then she's not playing.
And also, yeah, just
what is
sing.
she doing?
Just sing. The thing is, as well, right? It's her music. You don't need talent. You don't need any vocal talent to be Cardi B. So how can she not even sing her own bloody songs?
Also, I like that if I was at a gig, I would have the thought, I probably shouldn't throw my mic because I need it for all of the songs. But it was just an expendable thing she had. I've got this heavy thing I have to hold for the next 30 minutes. I might as well just throw that.
Mate, if I reckon like stage managers from now on should ban microphones from it, like they just give her those stupid little Britney Spears headsets
or the little lapel mic.
Yeah,
here it is. Yeah. We're limiting damage. If you throw this one, it's going to bounce right off.
Yeah, it's going to kill anyone.
The only issue is choking hazard if you're really accurate. But yeah, no, I mean
but yeah, she can hire someone to have a boom.
That'd be cool.
Just follow her around stage.
I am into that.
Good.
That's Cardi B done.
Cardi B. What absolute trash.
Yeah.
Absolute trash. And then literally the only other thing I've got, because like I said, apart from the two big ones, it's quite slow, a lot of faff. But here's an interesting story. So Drake and 21 Savage, I don't know if that's his name or if he is 21 and his name is Savage. I think it's 21 Savage.
It might be a description of Drake, mightn't it? Drake, 21 Savage.
No, and 21 Savage.
Oh, I see.
They've cancelled a gig, right, for logistical reasons. So basically, what they've said is
they left their speakers in Beyonce's truck.
No. It's basically they've said that the venue, they can't logistically get the kind of setup that they had, the production, right?
Right.
So they've cancelled the gig, right? Now, this is happening way too often. I don't understand what's happening. It's like a bloody conspiracy theory at the moment. It's a pandemic of logistical problems for artists. I don't understand. These are professional artists that do this for a living. They're not like struggling. Like Drake, I mean, he's one of the biggest people on the planet, right? Musically. How the hell are they having production problems and logistic problems? But what makes it worse is this is a gig that has already been rescheduled because of the size of the production.
Oh, what?
So
What's going on?
It was rescheduled the first time, right? Because of the size of the production. They said they couldn't do the show.
I don't get that.
And then the show that has... they come to do it again, the rescheduled show, and they've cancelled it because of logistics, because of the
Maybe
production.
it was too small.
Like, what are they doing?
I don't know. That's mental. Also, I've seen videos of Drake performing. He does fuck all. He's just on the stage.
I don't know.
Drake.
I don't get it.
It's really odd. Maybe they were. Maybe they. No, that was mean. That was too obvious.
I mean, I get it if it was Travis Scott because he's got to travel around with that massive fucking pole that he stands on while everyone dies underneath him.
Yeah. Well, that's a safety thing. With
Yeah.
Him. He doesn't want to die. He doesn't get blood on his shoes.
He doesn't want to get too close to the death.
Yeah, really weird. Maybe they're booking gigs in Bracknell and
I don't know.
they sent over their tech ride and they're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sort this out.
And then I've just thought of another one. I didn't write it down. But I was just about to say Daniel Bedingfield. That's not who I'm talking about whatsoever. Who's the? Oh my God, I've forgotten his name.
Not this
You're
game.
beautiful.
James Blunt.
James Blunt. So he's releasing a new album, but I saw a TikTok of him being interviewed, and he was being interviewed about like, do you like hate singing "You're Beautiful" now, right? And it's something that I think I want to say Metallica or Queens of the Stone Age. I can't remember. But it's something that they've said about how they're sick of artists not playing their big songs.
Yeah.
Right. And because a lot of artists, they don't want to play it now. Like Kings of Leon went through a stage where they hated playing "You Somebody" and "Sex Is on Fire."
Sure.
And they used to like rush through the performance and not give it any effort. But they're like, you want to know, that's like the big song though that everyone wants to hear you sing. And James Blunt was interviewed about it, and he asked it, and he was just like, in the end of the day, that song like gave me everything I've got.
Sure.
That song bought my house. That song like did whatever. So it's like, it doesn't matter how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the song people want to hear.
Yeah. I'm not going to compare us to James Blunt, right? He's a bit cooler than us. A bit more handsome.
I actually like. I
him.
really like James. I don't like his music's not my jam. But it's not bad music. But I just don't like it. But he's great.
Yeah.
His attitude towards the hate that he gets online is just, and that's how you want to be. James Blunt handles hate the best I've ever seen. He'll do stuff like he gets tweeted at being like oh, like your music is so trash or whatever. Like like only idiots listen to your music, and then he'll reply being like,
thanks for the listen.
Yeah, thanks for the listen.
Yeah, no, he's good. I have to say, he has a few songs that whenever they come on, I'm like, these are insane. 1973, phenomenal. You know that one? I will call you up in the middle.
Yeah.
Everything.
He also, I don't know what song it is. I don't know what song he did. He did it with like
his dad.
It wasn't. Oh yeah. But then I saw he like someone on like America's Got Talent or something did a cover of that, and then it was so good that eventually James Blunt went on and did the cover with him as well.
That's cool. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's cool.
What I was going to say though is you mentioned how he's like, it doesn't really matter what I want, and we're at a point where like every gig we play, no one knows our music.
Shit.
No one knows our music, right? But one thing that happened recently, we had to play a slightly shorter set at a show, and we cut like 2 songs. We got to the end of the set, and then the person who had organised it, the person who had instigated us cutting our set down, was like, "You need to play Better Things to Come," which is one of our songs. And we were like, we've literally cut it. So it was the only time we've had a request, and it was the one song we cut off of our set list. But yeah, no, I like James Blunt. I'm a big fan. I'm glad he's happy, and it's also it's the right attitude. You've got to just respect the fact that whenever he plays a show, like 80% of the crowd will be waiting for that moment.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And like I said, can you imagine if you go and see like your favorite band, and their number one song that like you love, it might be the song that got you into them.
Yeah,
they don't play it.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Just play your hits.
Absolutely. But it's maybe a shorter episode, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to drag out, and also if we say anything naughty, no one will see it anyway.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's probably stuff already that you're either gonna.
We said Lizzo, and that's like bad news. Should we listen to some music, some real music?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's not Cardi B. That's for darn tooting.
What you do, like someone plays now, and it's literally, it sounds exactly like Cardi B.
This is awkward. Cardigan backyardigan. while I'm just getting it up, I have to say, recently this week, I've listened to the playlist a few times, and I'll give that a plug. Anyone who plays on our show, we put on a Spotify playlist. I don't think there's any benefit for us, so hopefully people know I'm sincere.
Oh, there's literally no benefit to us. We're not making any money. We're trying to drive people to the artist that we listen to on the show.
I'm finding that last week we had a hip hop. It's like a 90s sounding hip hop artist, and we've had a few, and I fucking love it. So I think I've learned a genre of music that I really enjoy.
Well, do you know what it is, right? I think it's because when we grew up in our era, right, hip hop was very different, right? It was like we're talking the kind of feel good.
It's like getting jiggy with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's that sort of feel to it. And then I feel like different genres get hid now under all of the crap.
Yeah.
All of the generic pop and all of the generic R&B or whatever that gets just regurgitated out every week. Everything gets lost. I don't hear that. And then there's I guess that genre from the sort of 90s, early 2000s, it still exists. There's still people that are making that sort of music, but it's
really funny because it's what we like. We like that indie mid 2000s, that early, it feels nostalgic. That's what we want to make. So it's funny that there are artists that are doing the same. They're like, well, actually, because the difference to me is, if you listen to a proper rap artist, and I know that means so many different things, but typically it'll be generic beat, rap about doing a load of stuff that's illegal.
Do you think? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that what we're talking about is very musical. There'll be bits of singing. There'll be contrasting melodies. It's intricate. It's
Do you think the life cycle of music will start to sort of loop back around, much like fashion does?
No, I think it is. It's circular for sure. It's what I struggle with, and I won't be able to vocalize this. Is I know that the pop industry. So what gets to the top is like a pendulum. So it will go from really heavily produced, synthesized LaRue or those sort of people, but it will always swing back. So there needs to be balance, a yin yang. So there'll always be a Mumford and Sons.
Like the Force.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all balanced. But I think that's the way I view it. And then that pendulum is circular, that some things come back in fashion. So rock bands have had a window of a couple years here, and then 10, 15 years later, a window there. I think older instruments start coming back in. There's a big trend of orchestral versions of songs.
Oh my god, I didn't send it to you. There's so much I've just literally off the top of my head, just I'm remembering stuff now. But have you seen anything from Truckfest?
Yeah. Oh, mate, I'm not going to lie.
That is just the most glorious thing I've ever seen, right? And I don't know that you'd get this anywhere else. I don't know if I'm out of line saying this is one of the most British things I've ever seen.
Do you think I'll find it before you find it?
I mean, I've got it.
Because I know what you're talking about. Wasn't it the Oxford Symphony Orchestra played Truckfest?
Yeah, right. And the absolute beauty of the crowd,
right, pull it up,
is amazing. Right. It's when the first look right at the back, because during this slow bit, there's a chunk at the back that are bobbing in time with the beat. Right? I don't know who's filming this, but move over. But right at the back, I don't know if you can see him already, right at the back, there's already a group, and that spreads, gets bigger and bigger. Can you see it? Right, they're already bobbing. they just carry on going, faster and faster.
There's a mosh pit.
And then, there's a mosh pit, a slow mosh pit. And then as it gets quicker and quicker, the crowd just go absolutely bananas.
This is so funny. I love it so much.
Is that not one of the most delightful things?
Look at this lady at the front in a brown jacket. She's doing great.
Yeah, man. She's proper vibing.
I love it so much. This is a copyright strike.
Oh. Oh, damn.
It's the only issue here.
Yeah.
But I might just jump it so we can. Yeah, that's,
but my TikTok has turned into pretty much just truck fest top.
I will say,
which I've never heard of, by the way. But
I
it's
told
like
you about it, didn't I?
Yeah.
We were talking about how festivals in the UK have just lost identity. There's two at the moment, which is Truck Fest, and the other is 2000 Trees. They're the best of all. They're the absolute pinnacle at the moment.
Well, I mean, that to me it gave me sort of what Isle of Wight used to be like.
Nah, for me, see, you never went to Festival.
I never went to Festival, but I went to Isle of Wight at the same sort of period though. I'm talking like, what was it? Like maybe 2010, I think 2012 I went.
Yeah, that checks.
Maybe.
My band was when I went to the Isle of Wight across those years.
And I'd say that period was just like, for festivals, I felt it was so good.
Isle of Wight Festival then had the best lineups. I will not argue that at all. But Festival, and this is what a festival should be, was like a separate universe. Like you walked in and everything was different. The way people interacted was different. That's what is missing. Whereas like, I think we've said before, we've gone to big festivals like Reading Festival, and you turn up and it's like you're just surrounded by yobby 15-year-olds doing drugs. I honestly don't
think I will ever experience anything more miserable than going to Reading Festival.
That was a bad. Well, apart from we had fun because we were just.
Well, I mean, we saw Kings of Leon, but I mean, even that was bad just because like just surrounded by a bunch of moronic zombies that are just. I don't know what they're doing there. What you just go, just leave, and let me jump around to Tranny.
Yeah,
which is a song.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, I just thought that's so good. And yeah, my TikTok is just it's just clips from Truckfest now, but with the Oxford Orchestra, just doing like Indiana Jones and like all sorts of stuff. They did the ballerina song. I don't know if you see it, and all the crowd are doing pirouettes.
So funny. I love it.
And the joy on all of the orchestra's faces as well, because like that must be like the best gig they've ever done.
You know, they're already booked next year.
Oh, for sure.
Like you know that the promoter watched and was like, "Yeah, this was better." Than I thought it'd be.
Do you know the best thing about it as well? It's miserable weather, pissing down with rain, right?
I love
it. And that's what I love. And I just think I don't know if you'd get that like anywhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
that feels very like a very, very British sort of crowd.
For sure. And that's one thing I'd love to do is experience what like Spain and the Netherlands have some big ones. I'd like to see what that is. But I think they're very into the music, so they'll go and support artists, and they'll all be at main stage the whole day.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's like if something like that happens, will they all dance?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to think so.
Probably not.
But I don't know. No, especially in the rain
awesome.
like that.
Should we listen to some music?
Yeah.
Didn't we say that 10 minutes ago?
yeah, but then I remembered Truckfest.
That was worth the trip.
Because actually, we should have spoken about it last week, but I didn't really see any videos popping up on TikTok until like a couple of days ago.
I've already emailed Truckfest to try and get us to play there next year because I'm like, I so want to. It looks like so much fun. Right, so we have a band called Naked Ghost from Mumbai, India.
Mumbai, India?
Mm-hmm. Any guesses to genre?
It's so. I feel like I don't know if it's weird to say, but when you have people from like, you know, Asian countries or like India and stuff, it's really hard to get a grasp on what you think it's going to be. Because I've just got no idea what the sort of, I don't know what the most popular genre of music is over there. Do you know what I mean? It's like a stab in the dark. What's the name of the band?
Naked Ghost.
Naked Ghost.
That just sounds like a band we would gig with. Indie rock.
It does sound a bit. No, I'm gonna go maybe electronic.
It could be. Pac-Man.
I'm gonna go
vibes.
Pac-Man vibes.
Like a Naked Ghost.
Oh.
Waka waka. This is Ode to Maggie. And there's no timestamp, so we're just going from the top.
In the middle of the night, I stumble in fright, Fighting within this knowing feel inside. Getting big as a whole, feel like I'm.
That's 30.
I
might
like
just
it.
jump
I
it
like it.
quickly.
Mate, jump it forward a bit.
And the flames grow.
Interesting. Sounds really cool.
Do you know what? It's so weird because I just wasn't expecting that sound at all, if I'm being honest. Kind of sounded like maybe a kind of bit of Led Zeppelin or Metallica to it.
Not to piggyback, but Guns N' Roses.
I'd say less Guns N' Roses.
No, the appetite for it's specifically Appetite for Destruction. The vibe of that album, it felt like that, like real small instruments, big vocals.
Yeah.
Really is great though. Yeah, it's really good sound. So I while we were listening, and it was on screen, but people may not be watching us. And if you are, hello. I'm just gonna quickly add this playlist. They said that they made some posts, basically made the Facebook group in 2019, then posted it in 2020, being like, we were going to do music, but COVID has happened, and then have obviously submitted to us. So I don't know if they're still waiting to launch it, but hopefully they are.
Hopefully, because the
logo
great.
is cool. I like that. So it's a really, really cool sound. Almost, I don't want to say Jack Blackie either, like Tenacious D.
I don't think it
the
was
little
Jack
guitar.
Blackie. Well, that's why I said sort of Metallica sort of vibe and Led Zeppelin, because you know the sort of slower ballads.
Yeah,
it kind of sounded like that a little bit.
That's why I nudged it as well. I'm like, I think this is going to get a lot bigger. Really cool sound though. Really cool sound. So we're jumping to Verner Calvin from Colorado.
America.
And they said America.
Oh,
they did. Actually,
good
they
job.
they said something before Colorado as well, but I didn't write that down. But they're from somewhere in Colorado. They went, no, Colorado, US.
Go the A's?
If you want.
The Avs.
Yeah.
Not the A's.
I think the A's is
Avs.
a baseball team, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where. I should know where, though.
Really?
Oakland?
Oakland A's?
I think so. Isn't
this is
Moneyball?
well off topic,
No,
dude.
Moneyball.
We promised never to talk about sports again.
No, I'm talking about the Brad Pitt film Moneyball.
Great film.
It's a great film. That has music in it. The girl gets a guitar. Sings like an angel. Verner Calvin from Colorado. Any guesses?
Verner Calvin. So it's a name.
It is.
Which leads me, it's
Is
going to
it
be
though?
either
Verner
one
Calvin.
of like electronic kind of DJ vibe, or
Rock band.
an acoustic.
I think rock band, and I think Verner Calvin isn't the person's name. Like Fleetwood Mac. I don't know. Like
just because it says Mac.
I don't.
First
I
name
couldn't
Fleetwood.
Think of a band, but there are bands.
I don't know why. All I can think of at the moment is Bon Jovi.
Doherty's all I've got, which is just a name. This is Grey Oranges.
Edge?
No, he's in a band.
Yeah, that's right.
What's a band that has a name?
Sledgehammer. No, he's no.
But it's
Peter
not a
Gabriel.
name. Fuck. Do you even know what I'm trying to do?
yeah. Like a band
name,
that
but
is
it
just
has a
someone's
name.
name.
Moby? No, because he's just Moby. Right. Grey Oranges, Verner Calvin. Here we go. I just went a little long because there was a bit of ambiance.
Yeah.
top.
I hope it. I hope it goes away from that that riff, right? Because otherwise it would be a little bit too much.
It needs
of the
something
same.
else.
But from the opening, the intro
Into
into
step.
that was exactly where I needed it.
Do you want a nudge?
Where I wanted it to be. Maybe nudge it a tiny bit forward. Yeah.
So they mix it up.
Yeah.
And it ends big as well.
Yeah, we're good.
Sounds
That's
really good.
That's great. Because at first I was like, okay, this is okay, but where's it going? I mean, it went exactly where I kind of wanted it to go.
Yep, you can get that on cassette, I think. Grey Oranges.
Yeah, really good, really
Is
good.
Grey Orange the album?
Don't know, mate.
Yeah, Grey Oranges
You're
is
gonna have
the
to ask
album.
Vern.
And then that was the title track, Grey Oranges, from Grey Oranges, by Verner Calvin. Is an American songwriter, so you were right. Based in Colorado/Taiwan.
That's a hell of a commute.
Yeah, that's a hell of a place to be coming from. Let's see if anyone gets that nugget. Amazing. So yeah, thank you for the submission, Verner Calvin, and it is a name, just Verner,
Yeah, man.
which is, I would argue, German.
German. Vernon the German.
To Vern. Should we spin the wheel and get a third band? Now, I will shout out that we did have a the third spot is for people that engage with the content, and then we do the wheel for the fourth, was what was supposed to happen. Then people stop commenting. Or some people comment that don't have music, or some bands comment. So we reached out to one of the guys that comments a lot. His name's Ian. He's from a project called The Hiker. But he sent a track and straight away was very hesitant about it. He's like, I have this track, but the person that produced it said the drums are out of whack. They're not, he can't work with them. So he sent it and was like, let me know if it's worth playing. And we had a listen and the drums are really out of whack.
Yeah. I will say that, like, we didn't really have any big criticisms of it, but the drums are definitely wrong.
And it makes it hard to listen to.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You're
yeah.
just like, oh,
so
okay.
we thought it'd be best not to play it just because.
we want to present the good.
Because yeah, Ian already said I'm not sure about it. We've listened to it and we're like, yeah, your producer's right.
Yeah.
The drums are not right.
So from my side, I was like, let's take the ticket and
Yeah,
we'll put
yeah.
it when he's like, oh, this is a recording. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
Then we'll listen to it. Or he should go and work with the way we record. Was good. Get Arash.
He's an owl.
That is true. Well, yeah, don't get him for the drums, but I'm saying get him to record it. But so this is the wheel of 4 tunes, but it's for the third tune, and then we won't listen to a 4 tune.
It's the wheel of threesomes.
I like it. So yeah, so I can go to bed. So, yeah, let's just spin the wheel. We've been little circles that whole time. Showing me potato salad. Well, I don't know how to say that. AehrasYT, which is that just a YouTube link? Is this someone's Rocket League account?
I don't know.
I think we've played this person.
No, there's
on
not
Rocket
enough
League.
X's either side.
That's
It's
true.
a big game
XX
attack.
underscore Ahras underscore. What do you think they're going to be?
I mean,
A
pizza topping.
Ahras?
I don't know, like anchovies.
Is it? Is it like anchovies?
No, not at all. I guess I'll filibuster.
No, you're supposed to be guessing what genre you think someone
Filibuster.
AehrasYT is. Are we just saying it wrong?
I don't know. Probably.
It doesn't have a timestamp. It doesn't have a timestamp. They're from Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, and they put Alabama.
Yeah, Birmingham, Alabama, which I do respect because
But it still didn't.
Birmingham.
They didn't put America. And yeah, where you're from is named after our Birmingham.
Yeah, because our country has history. Isn't it? Right. So this
spoiler alert. I think it's going to have a piano.
AehrasYT.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I don't know what's happening. We're
You're
going to listen
supposed
to
to be
this.
looking at their thing, right?
Oh, we're just looking at you.
Yeah, I don't like it.
That's fine.
It's making me uneasy.
Well, is I don't know what the title is. When your girlfriend is out of the country, so you write sad piano music. So I think it's going to be piano music. This is Ahras.
I thought that was the name of the song.
What I just said is
Yeah.
the title of the video, which I assume is the name of the song.
That's a long song. It's like an early Arctic Monkeys song.
Yeah, it is. Here we go. gonna stop it there. I went a little long. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, as a like composition, it's great.
It made me feel a lot.
It did.
Like I really felt first. There was a point where I felt almost anxious. Like
I thought you were gonna say angry.
No. I didn't. But I felt like almost
pop it like somewhere like 3/4 of the way in.
There's a lot more little dots. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great piece, isn't it?
It's a beautiful piece of music. I really have so much respect. I play what I call like cheap piano. So if I sit behind a piano, I can play accompanying a piano for me to sing on, and it will sound really impressive. I can only do like 5 or 6 songs.
I play what I like to call chopsticks.
Yeah. But that's so I have like a basic level of piano playing. I can't properly play piano, but I always love pieces of music like this.
And do you know what as well? Because I don't think people appreciate how hard it is to write a piece of just piano music, or
that's
like just just like, do you know what I mean? Like, and I think it's the same as if you're like a saxophonist or whatever. If you're playing what I would class as like not an unpopular instrument, but not like not
a mainstream instrument.
Not a mainstream instrument, and you're just writing a piece.
Yeah.
That is hard to do.
Yeah, for sure. I genuinely really enjoyed that. I thought it was like the first part was tense and like I don't know, it was really, really good.
Yeah,
and then it went
stuff.
into like slightly a different tempo, a different feel, and that's the challenge. You can find a little melody on a piano, but to just make it evolve and make it have the dynamic steps that we talk about when a full band submit it, that's what a good piece of piano music does. It goes through emotions. It goes through everything. It's really great. And that's why I guess we had the AehrasYT. I know we're saying that wrong, so apologies. It's just YT. It's a YouTube channel for making kind of different music.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Check them out. That's our music for the day. For the night, for the morning.
Good stuff.
Morning. Anything else?
No?
I've not really got anything else. I don't think.
No, I mean there's a bunch of crap that I could go through, but I'd just say it's not really worth it.
This will be the shortest episode yet.
Kylie Minogue wants Margot Robbie to play her in her biography movie.
Why don't you just do it herself? Hasn't she done acting before? Wasn't she in Moulin Rouge?
I mean, she played the like
Pixie.
No, well, it's not a pixie. What's the absinthe fairy or whatever it is?
Oh, she played a fairy, not a pixie.
Yeah, but I mean, she doesn't really do. All she does is sing in it.
Well, what's she gonna do in her biopic?
She'll have to act.
Not really. Not if it's about her.
Well, then it's not a biography. It's a documentary.
That's a good point. I don't know, man. Let's leave. I want to go to bed.
What I want though, I want Margot Robbie to play, right? Kylie Minogue, but I want Kylie Minogue to sing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've heard Margot Robbie sing. Maybe. What's your favorite Margot Robbie film?
That's a weird question.
I don't think it's that weird.
No, I'm just trying to think.
It's a bit off the cuff.
Like
trying to kill a couple.
What movies she's done?
John film's very, very good.
Oh, Wolf on Wall Street.
Oh, yeah. What about Focus?
I don't know what that is.
Will Smith, Margot Robbie.
No, I don't think I've seen it.
Baffled. I'm actually baffled. Watch it tonight.
I'm the film guy as well.
It's very good.
Yeah?
It's like a bit heisty, like sleight of hand. It's really, really good. Really good. There we go. Coming up on the show, not today, but future episodes in the next few weeks, we're going to do a movie episode. A music movie episode. Get excited about that. Because we're going to be ranking the top 10 music films, but out of a list of 10 we've picked.
Yeah, it's probably a bunch.
So we're going to miss loads, but just take it as it is. Cool. I'm done. I'm happy to call it.
Yeah, subscribe
go home
probably.
and sleep. Subscribe, like,
Probably
comment on the
subscribe.
video. Let us know the name of your favorite pet that you have, that you own. I don't know what we'll do with that information, but
Put it on our database.
mine is Gunter because I only have one pet. I have a dog,
Mine is also Gunther because I don't have a pet.
and he's the dog.
And he's a dog.
He's a good dog. Bye. Ciao.
Ciao, Bella.